Africa Unite, celebrating diversity, empowering unity. Welcome to Africa, a continent of unparalleled beauty and diversity. Africa is a continent of diverse cultures, languages, and traditions, but through unity and collaboration, its people can overcome challenges and achieve greatness. Proverb: if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Celebrating diversity. Africa is home to over 3,000 ethnic groups, each with its unique traditions and customs. Let's celebrate the richness of our diversity. Historical context. Despite our complex history, Africa has always aspired towards unity and solidarity. Africa's history is a tapestry woven with triumphs, tragedies, and the resilience of its people. Colonialism left an indelible mark as European powers carved up the continent, exploiting its resources and imposing foreign rule. Yet, resistance simmered beneath the surface, culminating in a wave of independence movements in the mid-20th century. Led by visionary leaders such as Kwame Nkrumah of Ghana, Jomo Kenyatta of Kenya, and Nelson Mandela of South Africa, African nations fought for self-determination and liberation from colonial oppression. Their struggles ignited a flame of hope and defiance across the continent, inspiring millions to rise up against injustice and tyranny. Despite achieving political independence, Africa faced new challenges in the post-colonial era. Ethnic divisions, economic disparities, and political instability threatened to unravel the fabric of newly formed nations. Civil wars, dictatorships, and coups d'état marred the continent's progress, leaving scars that endure to this day. Yet, amidst the turmoil, Africa's spirit of resilience persevered. Grassroots movements, civil society organizations, and courageous individuals fought tirelessly for democracy, human rights, and social justice. The end of apartheid in South Africa symbolized a watershed moment, demonstrating the power of unity and collective action to overcome oppression. Today, Africa stands at a crossroads, grappling with complex issues ranging from poverty and disease to climate change and globalization. Yet, the continent is also a beacon of hope and potential, with a young and dynamic population driving innovation, entrepreneurship, and social change. As Africa charts its course towards a brighter future, it must confront its past, embrace its diversity, and forge a path of unity and solidarity. By learning from history and drawing strength from its rich heritage, Africa can overcome its challenges and fulfill its promise as a vibrant and thriving continent. The Pan-African movements of the 20th century were pivotal in shaping the continent's trajectory towards unity and liberation. Here's a closer look at some of the key figures and their contributions. The seeds of Pan-Africanism were sown in the struggles against enslavement and colonialism. We see early resistance in slave rebellions and Back to Africa movements. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Pan-Africanism blossomed as a political movement. Marcus Garvey, a Jamaican activist, became a powerful voice, advocating for racial pride and the return of Africans in the diaspora to their homeland. Kwame Nkrumah, Ghana's first president, emerged as a leader who championed African unity on the continent itself. He believed a united Africa would have a stronger voice on the world stage. Following independence movements across Africa, Nelson Mandela, South Africa's first black president, became another crucial figure. Mandela's fight for racial equality and his message of reconciliation resonated throughout the continent, emphasizing unity despite past divisions. 1. Kwame Nkrumah, Ghana. Nkrumah was a visionary leader and the first Prime Minister and President of Ghana, formerly known as the Gold Coast. He played a central role in Ghana's independence movement, leading the country to freedom from British colonial rule in 1957. Nkrumah was a staunch advocate for Pan-Africanism, believing in the unity of African nations to achieve economic and political independence. He was instrumental in organizing the first Conference of Independent African States in 1958 and helped establish the Organization of African Unity, OAU, in 1963, which aimed to promote solidarity among African nations. 2. Patrice Lumumba, Democratic Republic of Congo. Lumumba was a Congolese independence leader and the first democratically elected Prime Minister of the Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC. He played a key role in the struggle for Congo's independence from Belgian colonial rule, which was achieved in 1960. Lumumba advocated for African unity and Pan-Africanism, calling for solidarity among African nations to resist colonialism and neocolonialism. His tenure as prime minister was short-lived, as he was overthrown in a coup orchestrated by internal and external forces opposed to his vision of a unified and independent Congo. Lumumba's assassination in 1961 marked a tragic chapter in Africa's struggle for freedom. 3. Nelson Mandela, South Africa. Mandela was a towering figure in the fight against apartheid and the first black president of South Africa. He spent 27 years in prison for his anti-apartheid activism, emerging as a symbol of resistance and reconciliation. Mandela embraced the principles of Pan-Africanism and solidarity, seeking to unite South Africa's diverse population and foster reconciliation between racial and ethnic groups. After his release from prison in 1990, Mandela worked tirelessly to dismantle apartheid and build a democratic and inclusive South Africa. His presidency from 1994 to 1999 was marked by efforts to heal the wounds of the past and promote social justice and equality. These leaders, along with many others, played crucial roles in advancing the cause of Pan-Africanism and advocating for unity, freedom, and dignity for all Africans. Their legacies continue to inspire generations across the continent and the world, reminding us of the power of solidarity and collective action in the pursuit of justice and liberation. Following independence movements across Africa, a crucial step towards unity came in 1963 with the formation of the Organization of African Unity, OAU. This Pan-African organization brought together newly independent nations, fostering collaboration and a common voice on the world stage. Why unity matters. Africa's vast potential is often overshadowed by the challenges that come with division. Here are 3 major hurdles that hinder progress when African nations stand separately. Africa, despite its immense potential and natural resources, continues to grapple with a myriad of complex challenges that hinder its development and progress. Here's an overview of some of the pressing issues facing the continent. 1. Poverty and inequality. Sub-Saharan Africa remains the world's poorest region, with a significant portion of its population living below the poverty line. Persistent economic disparities exacerbate inequalities, with rural areas and marginalized communities bearing the brunt of poverty. 2. Disease and healthcare. Africa faces numerous health challenges, including the burden of infectious diseases such as HIV/AIDS, malaria, tuberculosis, and more recently, the COVID-19 pandemic. Limited access to healthcare services, inadequate infrastructure, and health workforce shortages further strain healthcare systems across the continent. 3. Political instability and governance. Political instability, characterized by weak governance, corruption, and authoritarian rule, remains a significant challenge in many African countries. Democratic deficits, human rights abuses, and lack of accountability undermine efforts to foster stability and sustainable development. 4. Conflict and security. Africa is home to numerous protracted conflicts and civil wars, fueled by ethnic tensions, resource competition, and external interventions. Conflict-affected regions suffer from humanitarian crises, displacement, and widespread violence, impeding socio-economic progress and stability. 5. Environmental degradation and climate change. Environmental challenges, including deforestation, desertification, and water scarcity, threaten livelihoods and exacerbate food insecurity. Climate change exacerbates these challenges, leading to more frequent and severe droughts, floods, and other extreme weather events. 6. Youth unemployment and education. Africa's youthful population presents both opportunities and challenges, with high rates of youth unemployment and underemployment stifling economic growth and social stability. Limited access to quality education and skills training perpetuates cycles of poverty and inequality, hindering prospects for sustainable development. Addressing these challenges requires concerted efforts from governments, civil society, the private sector, and the international community. Sustainable solutions must prioritize inclusive economic growth, equitable access to healthcare and education, good governance, peace-building, and environmental sustainability. By addressing the root causes of poverty, conflict, and instability, Africa can unlock its vast potential and build a brighter future for its people. Grassroots initiatives and organizations play a vital role in driving positive change across Africa, addressing a wide range of social, economic, and environmental challenges. Here are some examples of such initiatives. 1. Farmers' cooperatives and agricultural initiatives. Organizations like the Eastern Africa Farmers Federation, EAFF, and the Southern African Confederation of Agricultural Unions, SACAU, empower smallholder farmers through training, access to markets, and advocacy for fair agricultural policies. Farming cooperatives such as Kilimo Salama in Kenya provide smallholder farmers with affordable insurance against crop failure due to adverse weather conditions, helping to mitigate risks and improve resilience. 2. Community health programs. Community-based health initiatives, such as the Community Health Workers (CHWs) program in various African countries, train and deploy local individuals to provide essential healthcare services, education, and referrals within their communities. Non-governmental organizations, NGOs, like AMREF Health Africa work with communities to improve access to healthcare, sanitation, and hygiene, while also advocating for health policy reforms. 3. Education and youth empowerment. Initiatives like Teach for Nigeria and Teach for Ghana recruit and train young graduates to teach in underserved schools, aiming to improve educational outcomes and empower marginalized communities. Youth-led organizations such as the African Youth Initiative on Climate Change, AYICC, mobilize young people across the continent to address climate change through advocacy, education, and community-based projects. 4. Women's empowerment and gender equality. Women's rights organizations like the African Women's Development and Communication Network, FEMNET, work to advance gender equality and women's empowerment through advocacy, capacity building, and networking. Economic empowerment initiatives such as the Graca Marshall Trust's Women Creating Wealth program support women entrepreneurs and small business owners with training, mentorship, and access to finance. 5. Environmental conservation and sustainability. Conservation organizations like the African Wildlife Foundation, AWF, collaborate with local communities to protect wildlife and habitats, promote sustainable land management practices, and support ecotourism initiatives. Renewable energy projects, such as the Barefoot College's Solar Mama program, train rural women from across Africa to install and maintain solar-powered systems in their communities, reducing reliance on fossil fuels and improving access to clean energy. These grassroots initiatives and organizations demonstrate the power of local action and community-led solutions in addressing Africa's most pressing challenges. By empowering individuals and communities to take ownership of their development, these initiatives contribute to building a more resilient, equitable, and sustainable future for the continent. We acknowledge the challenges, but we also recognize the resilience and determination of the African people. The road to unity. Unity and diversity, a balancing act. The dream of a united Africa is powerful, but it's important to recognize the complexities involved. Africa is a continent rich in diversity. It encompasses over 2,000 languages, countless ethnicities, and a wide range of religious beliefs. Navigating these differences is crucial for achieving a meaningful unity. A united Africa is not about erasing these unique identities, but rather about creating a space where they can all thrive together. Challenges to navigate include historical tensions, past conflicts, and colonial legacies can leave scars and distrust between nations. Building bridges and fostering reconciliation will be essential. Economic disparity. The economic development of African countries varies greatly. Mechanisms need to be established to ensure a united Africa benefits all nations, not just the most developed. Cultural nuances. Respecting and celebrating cultural differences while finding common ground is key to building a strong and inclusive African identity. Unity doesn't mean uniformity, it means embracing diversity within a framework of cooperation and mutual respect. The road to unity, building bridges together. While acknowledging the challenges, Africa is not standing still. Efforts towards unity are ongoing and gaining momentum through several key initiatives. Regional integration. Economic blocs like the East African Community, EAC, and the Southern African Development Community, SADC, promote trade and free movement of goods and people between member states. This fosters economic collaboration and strengthens regional ties. Cultural exchange programs, initiatives like film festivals, art exhibitions, and student exchange programs allow Africans from different backgrounds to connect, share their cultures, and build a sense of shared identity. Youth movements. Young Africans are at the forefront of the unity movement. Social media platforms and Pan-African youth organizations connect young people across borders, fostering a generation committed to collaboration and progress. These efforts, along with the African Union's peace-building initiatives and continental infrastructure projects, are building the foundation for a more unified Africa. Successful collaboration between African nations. Combating climate change. The African Union's Great Green Wall Initiative is a Pan-African effort to combat desertification by planting a wall of trees across the width of the Sahel region. This large-scale project requires collaboration between multiple countries and demonstrates the power of unity in tackling a shared environmental challenge. Disease outbreak control. In 2014, the swift response by the West African Health Organization, WAHO, helped contain the deadly Ebola outbreak in West Africa. This success story highlights the effectiveness of regional cooperation in managing public health emergencies. Cultural exchange programs. The Kwame Nkrumah Pan-African Festival of Arts and Culture, Festac 77, held in Nigeria, was a landmark event that brought together artists, musicians, and intellectuals from across Africa and the diaspora. This cultural exchange program fostered a sense of Pan-African identity and continues to inspire collaboration in the arts. Economic integration. The African Continental Free Trade Area, AFCFTA, is a recent agreement aiming to eliminate tariffs between African nations, creating a single continental market. This initiative has the potential to boost intra-African trade, promote economic growth, and strengthen regional ties. Welcome, dear friends, to a journey of inspiration and empowerment, where the heartbeat of Africa resonates with the rhythm of unity and hope. In a continent as diverse as Africa, where countless cultures, languages, and traditions intertwine, there lies a profound truth: our strength lies in our unity. Today, as we embark on this transformative voyage, let us open our hearts and minds to the power of togetherness, for it is through unity that we illuminate the path towards a brighter future for all Africans. Join us as we celebrate our shared heritage, embrace our differences, and forge a bond that transcends borders and barriers. Together, let us ignite the flame of African unity, for in our collective spirit lies the promise of a continent that thrives, uplifts, and inspires. Welcome to a journey of possibility. Welcome to Africa Unite. Let us 1. Support Pan-African organizations. Research and identify Pan-African organizations working towards unity, development, and empowerment across the continent. Consider making donations or volunteering your time and skills to support their initiatives. Spread awareness about their work through social media, word of mouth, and other channels to encourage others to get involved. 2. Learn about different African cultures. Take the time to explore and learn about the diverse cultures, languages, and traditions of various African countries. Read books, watch documentaries, or attend cultural events and festivals to deepen your understanding and appreciation of African heritage. Engage in dialogue with people from different African backgrounds to gain first-hand insights into their cultures and experiences. 3. Advocate for fair trade policies with Africa. Educate yourself about the impact of trade policies on African economies and livelihoods, including issues related to tariffs, subsidies, and trade agreements. Advocate for fair trade policies that promote equitable trade relations, support local producers, and empower African communities to benefit from global trade. Support businesses and products that adhere to fair trade principles and prioritize partnerships with African suppliers and artisans. 4. Promote cross-cultural exchange and collaboration. Take part in cross-cultural exchange programs, volunteer opportunities, or educational initiatives that facilitate interaction and collaboration between people from different African countries. Foster partnerships and collaborations between organizations, institutions, and individuals across Africa to promote mutual understanding, cooperation, and solidarity. Use your platform and influence to amplify voices from diverse African communities and advocate for inclusivity and representation in all spheres of society. 5. Engage in dialogue and advocacy. Participate in discussions and forums focused on African unity, development, and social justice, both online and offline. Advocate for policies and initiatives that address the root causes of inequality, poverty, and conflict in Africa, and promote sustainable solutions based on principles of justice and solidarity. Engage with policymakers, government officials, and other stakeholders to raise awareness about the importance of African unity and advocate for policies that advance the collective interests of the continent. 6. As we journey towards the horizon of possibility, let us remember that the greatest strength of Africa lies not in its vast landscapes or abundant resources, but in the unity of its people. With every step we take together, with every hand we reach out to our brothers and sisters across the continent, we illuminate the path towards a future filled with promise and potential. 7. In the tapestry of Africa, each thread represents a unique culture, language, and tradition, weaving together a story of resilience, diversity, and hope. It is in our diversity that we find our greatest strength, for it is through understanding, respect, and solidarity that we can overcome any challenge that stands in our way. 8. As the sun sets on today and rises on tomorrow, let us stand united in our vision for a continent where every voice is heard, every dream is realized, and every life is valued. Together, we can build a future where Africa shines as a beacon of peace, prosperity, and possibility for generations to come. 9. In the words of Nelson Mandela, let us never forget, it is in your hands to create a better world for all who live in it. Together, let us seize this moment, embrace our shared destiny, and embark on a journey towards a brighter future for Africa and all its people. 10. As we journey towards the horizon of possibility, let us remember that the greatest strength of Africa lies not in its vast landscapes or abundant resources, but in the unity of its people. With every step we take together, with every hand we reach out to our brothers and sisters across the continent, we illuminate the path towards a future filled with promise and potential. 11. In the tapestry of Africa, each thread represents a unique culture, language, and tradition, weaving together a story of resilience, diversity, and hope. It is in our diversity that we find our greatest strength, for it is through understanding, respect, and solidarity that we can overcome any challenge that stands in our way. 12. As the sun sets on today and rises on tomorrow, let us stand united in our vision for a continent where every voice is heard, every dream is realized, and every life is valued. Together, we can build a future where Africa shines as a beacon of peace, prosperity, and possibility for generations to come. 13. In the words of Nelson Mandela, let us never forget, it is in your hands to create a better world for all who live in it. Together, let us seize this moment, embrace our shared destiny, and embark on a journey towards a brighter future for Africa and all its people. As we journey towards the horizon of possibility, let us remember that the greatest strength of Africa lies not in its vast landscapes or abundant resources, but in the unity of its people. With every step we take together, with every hand we reach out to our brothers and sisters across the continent, we illuminate the path towards a future filled with promise and potential. In the tapestry of Africa, each thread represents a unique culture, language, and tradition, weaving together a story of resilience, diversity, and hope. It is in our diversity that we find our greatest strength, for it is through understanding, respect, and solidarity that we can overcome any challenge that stands in our way. As the sun sets on today and rises on tomorrow, let us stand united in our vision for a continent where every voice is heard, every dream is realized, and every life is valued. Together, we can build a future where Africa shines as a beacon of peace, prosperity, and possibility for generations to come. In the words of Nelson Mandela, let us never forget, it is in your hands to create a better world for all who live in it. Together, let us seize this moment, embrace our shared destiny, and embark on a journey toward a brighter future for Africa and all its people. Remember, we're all part of this journey together. Let's keep exploring, learning, and growing. Until next time, stay curious and keep spreading those positive vibes. Thanks for joining in. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment, and hit subscribe to stay tuned for more exciting content coming your way.